Well, hello there. Welcome back to Readings at the Round Table for your monthly numerology. I'm Jennifer, and I'm very happy to be here. I'll be honest with you. This has been a really interesting month for me. I got a cold at the beginning of November. I haven't been able to do a lot of my live shows, and my voice is still a little bit sketchy, so you may see me like in between eating a lot of cough drops or hitting pause a lot because and having the video being a little disjointed because of my coughing. But I have gotten through a really bad cold that went to a sinus infection and then an ear infection, which I haven't had in forever. So I am very happy to be able to report to you for your monthly numerology in December. Oh yeah, here we go. I have a lot to tell you about December. Okay, so the last month of 2024 is really wrapping up this wonderful 8 year with a lot of like interesting stuff happening, and also helping push this year of manifesting that we've had, this year of intense manifesting energy, abundance, like whichever way we went with it. Remember how at the beginning of this year I said this can be a year of abundance, like you can manifest an abundance of really good things or abundance of really crappy things. So it's been an interesting year for this little Virgo, I'm just saying. But December is not going to shortchange us at all. We kick off December, the last month of this 8 year, with a new moon in Sagittarius. New moon in Sagittarius hits its peak on December 1st at 1:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know, it's good. And I have a little surprise for you when I get to the end of the month. So, well, I don't have a surprise. I'm just reporting it. You understand? On December 6th, we have Mars going retrograde in Leo. Now, Mars in Leo going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde every couple of years. And the last time it went retrograde, it was in Gemini for like 8 months, and that was just like a nightmare for me personally. I don't know. A lot of other people experience the same thing because Mars in Gemini, not its finest place, not a happy place. Mars in Leo, pretty okay. It is. However, Mars going retrograde in Leo is telling us to slow down, is telling us to stop, think, before we act, before we speak, before we start communicating with people. Like, really just stop and slow down, because Mars in Leo is more, it is internal, but it's more of more about recentering things, because this is putting, or we're starting to recognize some of the challenging aspects that are coming towards us when we're trying to reach our goals or we're trying to move forward in any way. One guy online said it was like moving through sludge. It is. It's slowing us down. Excuse me. Because we need that time to recenter, and we need that time to reflect, and we need that time to look around at the challenges that are coming towards us, keeping us or slowing us down from moving forward, because we may need to be in that place of reflection or recentering. And that's especially true for the fixed signs, because Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius are going to be feeling this at the first part of Mars going retrograde. Mars is again retrograde in Leo until January 6th, when Mars retrogrades back into Cancer, and now we're putting the cardinal signs in the hot seat: Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And Mars will be retrograde until February 23rd. Now, when Mars goes retrograde into our like super sensitive Cancer, that's going to make it more of an internal reflection. So just some like fun happenings here in December. On December 7th, we have Venus moving into Aquarius, and we also have Neptune going direct. Venus in Aquarius is fun-filled. I mean, Aquarius is fun-filled. How many Aquarians do you know that are just like, they're the life of the party? I gotta tell you, there's a couple of Aquarians, and you know who you are, that when you guys call me and say, hey, I need an appointment, I will drop everything to run to your phone call and be like, what you got? What you got? I love it. On the 15th, we got some good news because Mercury is going direct in Sagittarius. What? And it's coming at the perfect time because we also have a full moon in Sagittarius on the same day, on the 15th. And for some reason, I don't have it written down as to what time that is, which seems a little odd to me. So let me just go back to my calendar that I put down here. Full moon 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it hits its peak. Yeah. Thank you, Llewellyn. Am I right? On the 21st, we have the sun moving into Capricorn at 4:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On the 24th, we have Christmas Eve for those of you that celebrate. On the 25th, we have, again, Christmas Day for those of you that celebrate. But also, Hanukkah begins on the same day. Happy Hanukkah. On the 26th, we have Kwanzaa beginning. And on the 30th, here's that little bonus, that little special treat for all of us. We have our second new moon of the month. New moon in Capricorn that hits its peak at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I did double check that time. It is 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time according to my Llewellyn's calendar. This is, of course, our second new moon. So this is a black moon, to use the vernacular. This is typically more intense energy. So we have a lot of our pagan friends, like a lot of our Wiccan friends, that they use this energy in rituals and spells or intentions because it's definitely more intense and it intensifies all of those practices. This is definitely a very powerful time, and I love that we're wrapping up an 8-year in this powerful energy. I love it. So just get your intentions, set your intentions for the 2025, the 9-year that's coming. I think this is lining us up perfectly. I love it. So we are wrapping up December. We're wrapping up 2024 with 3 planets and South Node in air, 2 planets in fire plus North Node, 2 planets in water, and 2 planets in earth. We also have 3 planets that are retrograde: Uranus, Jupiter, and Mars. So I really do feel like this is an excellent time. It's very balanced energy. We don't have just like everything in fire or everything in earth. It's really, really balanced energy, and I dig it. I really do. So I want to get out the crystal of the month. You know I didn't forget. So let's see what that is. The crystal of the month is rhodonite, not rhodochrosite, which I mean, those names get mixed up a lot, but it is rhodonite. So I want you guys to see this. It's so lovely. I have lots of different specimens of this. It is primarily pink with a lot of black in it. However, there are some that have more pink than black. I mean, this is a good example. It came from the same batch, so, you know, this I can't, you know, I knew that was going to happen. This is more pink on one side, a little bit gray, and then I have some of these that I love these, but they want to roll around. These two are fine examples that, again, I just wanted to give you guys some really great examples of rhodonite before I read from the books. So one book is, there it is, rhodonite. It has healing properties of intoning practices to escalate sound and amplify your connection. It is also excellent. It is an excellent heartstone that helps shed old patterns and pain, which I really, when I looked at the definition itself, it's the exact same. But I like that because, when we have the new moon, and especially with 2 new moons in 1 month, when we have that new moon energy, if you are doing work with the new moon and the full moon, if you're following that rhythm, we release, when we hit that pinnacle of the new moon, we release all the things that we've been steadily releasing from the full moon to the new moon. And we just have one massive, just like push it all out so that we can clear the space to manifest from the new moon to the full moon. I mean, the day after the new moon is when I technically start manifesting. But it's a good time to release this old energy. And I think that is fantastic because we need to do that in order to make way for the new stuff coming in, the new things that we're bringing in. Which, again, this book, I love this book too. An emotional balancer that nurtures love and encourages the brotherhood of humanity. Oh, we need that. It stimulates and heals the heart. It grounds energy, balances yin and yang, and aids in achieving one's highest potential. This stone has strong resonance with forgiveness and assists in reconciliation after long-term pain and abuse, and is beneficial in emotional self-destruction and codependency. I like this. In past life healing, it deals with betrayal and abandonment, clearing away emotional wounds and scars from the past, whenever that might be. I like that because it could be anytime, right? It could be from past life or just last week. Whenever that might be, and bringing up painful emotions for transmutation. It promotes unselfish self-love and forgiveness. It helps in taking back projections that blame a partner for what is really inside oneself. It is a useful first aid stone. Rhodonite heals emotional shock and panic, supporting the soul during the process. It turns back insults, prevents retaliation. It recognizes that revenge is self-destructive and assists in remaining calm in dangerous or upsetting situations. Rhodonite. These are fantastic books, by the way. The Encyclopedia of Crystals by Judy Hall, and of course, Crystal Therapy by and Judith Lukombowski. I think I'm saying that right. Lukomsky, yes, Crystal Therapy. And I think you can still purchase that book even though that one name isn't on there anymore. So, just going to put that right back up there so that we can look at this all month on any of my videos. I know, I like to do that. Well, I like to do that now that I've started this. Okay, I will also be reading from 2 different cards as per usual. Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland and the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen, we're not saying her name. But those are the cards that I'll be pulling from for this month. I am truly, truly excited that we all have come this far in 2024. It's been a really interesting year for me personally. I would love to know how it's been for you. And I also want to get to these numbers and see what your personal numerology is for the last month of this 8-year. Hello, Life Path 2. Okay, sorry. Do you guys have one of these? Yeah. So cute, though. I mean, a little bit in the way, but so cute. I mean, he's locked down everything today. No problem, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, Life Path 2. December for you is a 22-4 month. Now, let's just talk about this. The thing about the 22 is we're looking at a spiritual master, a healer here. And the fact that you are all about partnerships, you're all about relationships and couples and harmony and love and diplomacy, you know who you are. But that's what a Life Path 2 is all about, right? So this month for you, with the holidays like looming ahead, this is going to be a wonderful time for you because the 22 energy is all about being an arbitrator. It's all about that healer sort of energy, strengthening and building relationships, being a counselor, like helping people to move into like constructive, like relationshipy kind of things. And I think this is just, it's just right up your alley. This is the thing about the 22 though. They're practical, but they're also a luminary. So like the whole vibe of December is just phenomenal, really, for you. It is. It's just awesome. So the mantra of the 22 is, I ignite the torch of discovery and healing within my world. This is definitely like giving that vibe of wanting to heal, strengthen, build relationships, of any kind, whether it's partnerships, romantic relationships, friendships, working in families, business, it's all there for you this month. And I love that because that's really what you're all about. You are all about trying to make soul connections. And I think for you, December is really, really going to be that vibe. Now, the 4 energy is the same, but a little bit different because 4 is all about work and is all about like getting down to business and getting that foundation, that structure like set for those coming relationships, for business, for family, for friendships. It's all of it. So if this is a time when you're looking to build a business, yeah, go for it. If you're looking to build a romantic relationship or friendship or whatever, any of those sort of things, again, it's the time for you to really work hard on laying the foundation and like putting that energy forward so that you can continue and like continue building on it. The 4 energy, the 4 vibe is very constructive, it's systematic, it's practical. Again, we're using that word practical again. It's industrious. It's grounding energy though. This is definitely, I always think of the 22-4 energy as earth energy. Like it's that kind of grounding energy. This is a time of manifesting. This is a time to organize your life. It's time to remove the clutter. And it's really time to put things in order. And the 4 energy is putting it out there and giving you the drive to want to get all of this stuff done. The drive to lay the foundation, to build that structure so that you can continue to build on it and have a really sound place to build upon. So the mantra of the 4 is, I am a builder, confident and steadfast, seeking order and accomplishment. Oh, it's good. It's good news, isn't it? So I want to touch on the shadow effects of both of these numbers. They're, again, the same, but a little different. So with the 4 energy, with the 4 vibration, overwork can cause stress. So we need to make sure that we're keeping an open mind and like an open heart during this time, because first of all, closed minds aren't open to new or different ideas that are coming in. And and when we lack imagination, we get too serious, we get too focused on work, and overwork can cause stress. I am a 22-4 and I stand behind that 100%. Really? Really? I mean, he's just so cute though. It's just, yeah. So the shadow side of a 22 is again the same, but a little bit different. So the 22 vibe can get overwhelmed really easily, which leads to procrastination, giving up easily, worrying that there's too many problems to solve and there's just too much to do. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't. So again, that's that overwhelming energy. And what it leads to is feeling the conflict between like your dreams and your inner feelings, your inner desires, and the practical side of things. Yeah. So the lesson of the 4 is taking one step after another with patience and open-mindedness. That fits in, yeah. The lesson of the 22 is to push through procrastination and feelings of overwhelmment in order to embrace your true life's purpose. I think this is going to be a very interesting and a very healing month for you, Life Path 2. Because I just want to remind you of your mantra, which is, with an open heart, I joyously receive and offer infinite love. So again, with you embracing the harmony, the love, the diplomacy that is natural to you, keeping that balance, trying to get everybody to cooperate with each other, and making those soul connections and keeping an open heart, I feel like the law of attraction energy that's innately part of you is going to meld well with the manifesting energy of the 4. Yeah. So the lesson of the 2 is, how do we cooperate, love, connect, and open our hearts without losing ourselves? I think that this could be, again, a very healing time, not only for you helping others to heal, but for healing yourself. Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here in terms of cards. I love that Mouse is just determined to be in the picture. You know what I'm saying? He's a good cat. He is a good cat, but I mean, you know, a good cat, this is how, like, if you're good at being a cat, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Okay. Ooh, Vesta. Ooh, there we go. Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So it doesn't necessarily mean that like people are leaving or you're moving, but this could also represent like that maybe you're moving some things around. Maybe you are decluttering. Yeah. It could be, again, it could be that you're moving some things around, you are decluttering, or that you and the occupants of your home have decided to like get a little healthier. Maybe you're exercising or eating better. Ooh. I know that like Dr. Seuss and I, my husband, Dr. Seuss, for those of you that don't know, excuse me, I'm sorry. You know, the cold is still lingering. Dr. Seuss and I have talked about getting one of those like meal plan things, you know, that send you like healthy meals. So like 3 of our dinners a week would be like from one of those meal service things. We've talked about it. I don't know that we're actually going to do it. I mean, You know, sometimes it's just talk. Okay, let's see what this one. Ooh, okay. New moon, a new start is coming. Now, it's funny because we do have 2 new moons in December. Let's see if I can locate this without having to get my glasses. I'm going to have to get my glasses on. Okay. First quarter. I mean, really, you would think that it would just be like, why don't we put all the, like, assigned new and full moons together? Never mind. Okay. I love these cards, so I'm not criticizing them. Okay, a new start is coming. New moon. There is a yes coming your way. This one is sorry, I'm like lost my place already. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed and you're on target to achieve your goals. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. The message from the universe is that you're starting all over again in some way. Be that on a new or a better course or just feeling more positive about achieving your destined outcome. If you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is the time to wipe the slate clean. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up now or something totally new and fresh is on its way. I'll see it when I believe it. Attuned to the moon. Yeah, with that little phrase, attuned to the moon. Well, I love this for you. I do. Life Path 2. Very exciting. Thank you so much for joining me for another month of numerology. I can't wait to see you guys in 2025 in the 9 year that we have coming up, right? And year of the snake. I know. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.